A few weeks ago, I made a video about a few mods and texture packs that show what Minecraft could have been if it kept with the beta aesthetic and gameplay. But I got a lot of comments on that video recommending another mod, one that was for beta Minecraft, and its intended goal was to be what Minecraft could have been if it took an alternate development path. This mod is better than Adventure, and after being addicted to it for the last week, we're going to look into why I think it is one of the best mods ever made, how it perfectly captures what Minecraft could have been, and how to download for those wanting to experience the mod. Anyways, that all being said, let us begin. To begin, this mod is for beta 1.7.3, so it basically builds upon beta without being forced to have any of modern Minecraft's gameplay. And to get into its features, let us start by creating a new world. Upon creating and exploring a new world, you will see every biome is revamped, making them feel a lot more alive. For example, the forests are much more dense, making the player feel lost and a part of the world, while other biomes such as the mountains and plains are very sparse and drastic in heights, making the player scan the horizon for wood and drop-offs. These aren't like the beta biomes, which all kind of mix with each other in some kind of weird mess. These are clearly separate biomes with unique feels. But there's not just revamped biomes, there's tons of new ones such as swamps, badlands, cherries, and more, all of which have their own unique feel. And most importantly, for what we will talk about next, they have new blocks and items. Better Than Adventure adds at least a dozen new blocks just found in the terrain. Some of these blocks, such as slate, limestone, granite, and basalt, you could find when mining. These blocks are very different from modern Minecraft's andesite, diorite, and granite, since they can only spawn at a certain height and not in patches. Outside of stone, there are 3 new types of trees, each with their own unique colors, planks, and shapes. But leaving all the natural blocks aside, let us go to the decoration blocks. To give credit to modern Minecraft, Mojang has added a lot of decoration blocks to make the players feel like they can build whatever they want with the game. Beta doesn't really have this so much, but don't worry, Better Than Adventure has this covered. To start, they have 17 different wood types, all with a slab, stair, and fence form, and on top of that, there are 12 different types of bricks, which help make builds have the depth that they have in modern Minecraft, all while not losing the beta aesthetic. There are many other blocks too, such as grass paths, marble, redstone, coal, and more, all of which fill any gaps in creativity. We will come back to more of the technical blocks later, but let's talk about the gameplay and items. To start with the environmental gameplay, the water texture is changed to a natural color, which some may not like, but this is because the mod actually has seasons, since Notch actually originally planned to have seasons in Minecraft. To start in the spring, everything turns this nice bright green, and then as it turns into summer, it turns more of a dark green. Then in the autumn, the leaves turn red and orange, and finally in winter, everything turns a very pale green before turning gray. Overall, the seasons just feel very natural and don't just turn in an instant. They slowly grow in and out of them, and they don't cause long-lasting effects. When it snows in the winter, it melts in the spring, and when the leaves fall in the spring/autumn, it goes away in the next season, so you don't have to clean it up. But with seasons also does come some different types of weather, and this mod does have some weather elements. Some days it can be foggy, some days it may rain or snow depending on the season, and there can even be thunderstorms. All of these effects are not too drastic, there's not any tornadoes or hurricanes, it's just an ambient change that makes the game feel a lot more alive. Now with all the talk about the environment and most of the blocks out of the way, let us talk about the items and the gameplay that is tied with them. The first thing some players will notice when first playing is that they can't see their coordinates and can't make a bed with 3 wool, and that's because they need a compass and cloth. The purpose of both of these things is so they can guide the player to go out and accomplish some goals without seeming like they're being forced. And upon accomplishing these goals, it solves many of the objectives and complaints of the mod and Minecraft as a whole. For example, to get cloth, you need to kill a zombie, which most likely the player will have to do by surviving their first night, instead of skipping it like how many people do in modern Minecraft. And as for the compass, once you make a compass, you get a portion of information about the environment, and from there you're encouraged to make a clock and rotary calendar, which both will tell you what time of day it is and what season you are in. These are just some of the things the mod does to encourage you to further develop in the world, and so now let's get into what else this mod has to offer in terms of progression. To start, tools in this mod operate much faster than they do in beta Minecraft, which solves one of the biggest complaints of beta, that being the game feels very slow. And as you know, since there is no enchanting in beta, this is practically a necessity. But this mod doesn't just make the old tools faster, it adds new ones that fit into the gameplay. There's now a whole new tier of tools, this being steel, which is a beta-ized version of netherite. Steel doesn't go any faster than diamond, but it is much more durable, so it gives diamond a use while also being superior to it. Additionally, there are 2 new armor types, steel, which operates the same as its tools, and chainmail, which you can finally craft from chains. But with these new armor types come the addition of a new armor system, this being that every armor set has its benefits and downsides. For example, leather armor is better for fall damage, but it's terrible against creepers. Steel is the opposite, it has mid fall damage, but it is great against creepers. And this encourages players to try each armor setup and even mix armor sets for what works best for what they are doing in the world. It's a very balanced system, and it's not like normal Minecraft, which pretty much forces the players to go through every tier till they reach the top. That all being said, let us go through everything else that is in this mod. To finish up the progression blocks, there are 16 different colors of lamps, and there are spikes and motion sensors, which both are a very natural way to make a mob farm. There are trommels, which I won't explain since I want you guys to figure it out. And lastly, there is an FOV and gamma slider, sponges, music disc, lush caves, and more smaller things that once again, I will leave you guys to figure out. So what else is coming with this mod? What are my complaints if any? And how do I download this mod? In the next couple of updates, there will be a new permafrost biome with new blocks and mobs, but there will also be baskets, tilted logs, scorpions, chain link fences, and in the far future, there will be an aether-like dimension called Paradise. If you would like to see the progress of these features and see more, join the Discord, which I will link down below. The only serious complaint I have for this mod is the lack of plugin support for servers. Every plugin has to be remade from the ground up, which is massively time consuming. However, they have announced that plugin support will be coming in the next update, so we will have to see. Outside of that, I honestly do not have any more complaints with this mod. In my opinion, it is possibly one of the greatest mods ever made, since it has an actual concrete style and approach. I think maybe one day I would want to see more foods and animals, but I think it would go against the style of the mod. This mod perfectly captures the aesthetic and gameplay of Minecraft before beta 1.8 and builds upon it in a way that I don't think has ever been really accomplished. So this all being said, if you want to play, the rest of this video will be a tutorial on how to download the mod and join my server. But before that, I want to ask you guys if you would be interested in seeing a Let's Play series for this mod. I know I have Beta Reborn, but I'm kind of bored of that right now and I don't really know what I want to do with that. Anyways, if you choose to stop watching now, have a good day and goodbye. Otherwise, let's get into the tutorial. Hello everyone, Dahomey here. Now before starting this tutorial, I want to apologize because I know my screen's very bright. For some reason, OBS just records it this way, so please just, I'm sorry, okay? Anyways, to start this tutorial, we want to type multi-MC, okay? And then we're going to go to multimc.org, this website right here, and you want to click download and install. Now click whatever you use, but I use Windows, and there we go. So very important tip, once we have this downloaded, is that if you have WinRAR, you need to drag the folder to your desktop. I believe if you don't have WinRAR, you don't need to do this. You may want to just do it anyways, but drag the folder onto your desktop. And once you have that, we're going to open the multi-MC folder. I'm opening it in WinRAR personally because I already have this downloaded and I don't want to mess it up for my own computer. But once you do it, you want to open the multi-MC, click multimc.exe. Okay. And then whatever language you use. Okay, Java W. And what's very important is that you need this amount of memory located. Now, you can have more. I think you could probably have up to like 4 gigabytes, but I wouldn't use more than that because if you do, you're going to have problems with kind of running it because for some reason beta is locked on some things. But if you don't have this and you have less, then you're probably not going to be able to run the mod. But everyone should have this. And all you gotta do is just press Java W, make sure you have this located, and just press next. Okay, finish. This is only because I have it open in WinRAR, so you know you don't want to have to worry about this problem. But then from there, you go to Profiles, and then go to Manage Account. Now, if you have a Microsoft account like I do, or if you have a Mojang account, it should be the same thing. But if you have a Microsoft account, click Add Microsoft, and it will open this link here. And all you have to do is just sign in, and then you have to put in this randomly generated code. So don't put in this code, put in the code it tells you to put in. And then from there, it should just be pretty much done, and then you should be logged in. And then once you're done with that, we're going to go back to Google. Then we're going to look up something else now. So we're going to type in better than adventure Minecraft forms. Okay. And then you want to click the first result, or just the Minecraft form page, and it should look like this. Make sure you have this. Okay, and then scroll down until you see the download side right here. Okay, and then click download multi-MC instance. Click there, and then it should give you it. It should automatically zip it. If it doesn't, then you should probably just get WinRAR. But if you don't, or if you already have it, then all we have to do is just click this here, drag this into multi-MC, press OK, and it should just launch right away. Well, that's all really with that tutorial. I do say, though, before I end this video, that if you guys want to go onto my test server, you can join the Discord, and the IP should be there, and there should be another tutorial for extra help. If you have any questions, come and ask me, but on the test server, we kind of just go over and talk about whatever on the chat. We have a whole chat for it. But yeah. So come and join if you would want to join. If you don't, that's fine. Anyways, have a good day and goodbye.